You cue him. Remember to watch him.
E te iwi nau mai haere mai ki tēnei papahotanga a whakata Māori. Ka mihi ki ngā maunga, ngā waima, ngā ahika o tēnei rohi. Tēnā koutou katoa. Ki ngā kā whakahaere me ngā kai whakataitai, e mihi mahana hoki ki a koutou.
Kia ora, Tobias. Welcome everyone to the Rectory Ground, Rectory number 1. Ben O'Brien-Leaf and Tobias Horsfield on Whakata Māori and the wonderful coverage of the Super 8 competition. And here today in Gisborne for the Norman McConnell Cup. Gisborne Boys, who want it quite badly, and Hastings Boys High School Arkina, who have played some very good rugby already this season. Their season, of course, 2 wins, 1 loss in the last game. Hastings began the season with 42-31 against New Plymouth at the Gully, 23-14 over Palmerston North, Epami, and of course a tough loss for that crowd at Hastings, 28-27. Okay, the Gisborne Boys High School first 15 as follows. Tomasi Mataele, Tyrone Mohini, Whiturangi McGee, Tana Bristow, Storm Deter, Becco Page, Malachi Tia, Mano Tavaki, James Hamblin, Safin Tawarua Brown, Timawaki Stewart, Punahihi, captain, last game here, the 50th, his 50th, Impala Waipara, Isimeli Wono, Kaurangi, Leach Waihi, and Hastings Boys.
Lachlan Varco, Membreeze Tahu, Elijah Talopi, Nehemiah Louisville, Eli Southwick, Marshall Landon Lane, Riley Toto, Panapa Pay, Mike Brown, Tana Famunia, Johnny Lamuko, Yuri Rowlands, Triumph Voice, Captain Rafe Robinson, number 15, Walter Carvoy.
Okay, now Gisborne versus Hastings, a storied history here at the Rectory, and Gisborne Boys looking for their first win. It would be their first win of the Super 8 season, would be their first win in a Super 8 game at home. They began with a couple of colossal wins here. Mount Maunganui Collegiate from memory, their first. Now in Super 8 games between these teams since 1998. Gisborne 11, Hastings 15, Gisborne 6 wins in a row, or rather 6 wins overall, 9 straight between 2006, 2014 in Super 8 competition. Going to have to be very disciplined today. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance and significance of ritual. The two haka about to be performed, Gisborne Boys and Hastings. Gisborne Boys in the black and red uniform from right to left, as you said, and Hastings are keener from left to right, the red and the blue. These boys, the emotion that's felt, the pride, and the pressure.
Hastings Boys to reply now.
Magnificent, isn't it, Toby?
It's the one thing I love about rugby. It's the start of the game. It's the haka. It's the whenua.
Here on Whakata Māori.
Tēnā tātou ko rau pika mai ki ngā mā takitaki i ngā kemi whatapauro. Nei te tanga o te rectory. E tākaro ana a Tauranga nui tāne kia heretonga e runga i te whirinei.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set here on Whakata Māori. Live on YouTube, of course, our coverage of the Super 8 Round 4. In the middle, Wairoa-based Matt Smith of the Poverty Bay Rugby Referees Association. His assistant referees, the tall lad. On the far side, Joel Pearce, and on this side, Neville Fred Barwood, who has given wonderful service to our national game at this level, at the local level. Gisborne Boys High School to kick off. Play from right to left. 12 degrees here, nor'wester. The caps are retrieved. Great deal of solemnity before the start of the game. Those caps are treasured prizes. In some cases, of course, caps are taken out by players. Those caps belong to their parents and grandparents.
Whana to come from Tūrangatāne.
You excited to box?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Okay. Gisborne Boys from halfway, looking for their first win at home. Ball takes a bounce, good hands there. That was Yuri Rowlands, scored a second half try against New Plymouth. Good player, Rowlands, dangerous player. That was a
First kiki of the match.
winner, left footer. It's Leach Waihi with boot to ball across the ground. A chance for Hastings to open this game up.
Whana.
What do you expect to see from Hastings, Tobias? Tell me about it.
I really haven't seen much Hastings games, Ben, but based on the second 15s game and the 14 and 15 Colts, I wouldn't want to underestimate Hastings.
No, and you raise an important point. Napier making a tackle, a good tackle, a few moments ago, and a 5 for Gisborne Boys. Nice clearing pass from Brown. Brown and Whamawina are good players. Rafe Robinson, the captain. First whistle there for forward pass by referee Matt Smith. Now, just while we have a moment, the second 15 snatching victory, 10-8. Ruan Ludwig kicking the penalty on full time for 10 points to 8. Incredible kick. The Gisborne Boys High School under 15s going down to Hastings. Hastings played extremely well for 24-14. And in the under 14s, so we're told 19-12. Check on that.
Can't move to it. Second 15.
A brilliant kick by Ruan Ludwig. Scrum well fed by Hamblin. Gisborne Boys number out on the left side. Punahihi.
First no knock here.
Leach Waihi.
Oh, they looked a bit high.
Had a man outside him, and Timawaki Stewart played well on the left wing for Gisborne this season. Big guys for Hastings. Elijah Talalupe. Strong man, Whamawina's class.
Strong kakari from Hiritonga.
Good solid stuff from Hastings Boys. It's been all
Advantage Hastings.
Whamawina, nice pass. Excellent tackle, run made by Lolval, and penalty here to Hastings Boys. Hastings with a good solid start. You don't have to be spectacular, Tobias, but you need to be solid.
First painga here for Hastings today.
You know, Whamawina is a class player. 31 points so far in this Super 8 season. 16 against New Plymouth, 8 against Palmy, 7 against Napier. Hey, converted that last try. Brilliant try by Robinson. Match-winning try.
Hastings with their whana.
You know, just while we're on the subject, Tobias, it is wonderful to hear more Māori spoken on here. especially a broadcast that everybody can enjoy. Going to come from Remembrance.
Got that right, Pete.
Very capable player, Remembrance. Can play anywhere in the front row. Big guy Elijah has already touched the ball once. Elijah, the powerhouse. Throw from Remembrance. Well, to get that going, but a nice take. Good win first up for Panapapia. That's a good run from his locking partner, Eli Southwick. Rather, Southwick there with good presence. Good hands through Yuri Rowlands a moment ago. Hastings being driven back with the ball in hand.
There's a lot of hooties in here, Ben. Fast runners, a lot of fast runners in Hastings.
They're nippy, they're strong, they're aggressive. Remembrance there, love that pass. Nice pass, Rafe Robinson. Captain, Marshall Landon Lane heading in field. Players good by
Hastings
Marshall
straight
Landon
into
Lane.
the ruck.
Moina. Okay. Gisborne Boys coming forward and forced the error. Well, the ball went down. Matt Smith now with the arm up raised for a penalty. That'll be Hastings' second penalty award. Oh, and they've just broken away there too. That was Yuri Rowlands. Rowlands have made a break. Matt Smith taking the time to explain himself. There to Gisborne captain Punahihi. He has made the mark, referee Smith. Line kick to come. Talent, Amuina. Couple of good wins at the line out for Pierre. Nice hands, Rowlands. Beautiful long pass there from Famuina.
Namahi atu. Kaitaku.
Gisborne Boys make it across and cover defence. No score, early stages, Gisborne Boys and Hastings. Gisborne Boys at home at the Rectory. After 3 tough losses away from home. Played some good rugby in patches. Coming off a 10-12 loss to Rotorua at Rotorua Boys High School. Always a tough opponent. Craig Callahan Memorial Shield staying with Rotorua.
Awesome whana.
Now a chance for Hastings to counter-attack. Going to plug the corners at the start of the game. Gisborne Boys have that adventurous spirit. Nice hands.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
Miko Page, blindside flanker. Rely on him to be tough. Whistle here, the knock on, well spotted by referee Smith. Coming off a very good game as an official, referee Smith. Out there at Paddy's Park last weekend. Ngarapa had led 10-8 at half-time. OBM came back to win 18-15. Referee Smith contributed greatly to that game with the quality of his refereeing, the accuracy and the consistency of his decisions.
Nā mahi atu kawa wau.
Mike Brown and Famuina, 2 inside backs with good length of pass. Brown, a nice one to Famuina. Beautiful ball to the captain. And they look productive. Carver, nice pass a moment ago. Ball might have gone forward. Yes, it did in fact go forward. Again, a good decision by referee Smith.
Nā
And
mahi a kawa wau.
good advantage as well. Strong support there, Nehemiah Alval. Remembrance. Katerra had a crack at him. Rollins. Strong defence from Gisborne. It was a Fetu McGee, the tight end prop. Famuina.
Hastings are getting to their kakari real quick.
They're elusive. They're creative. Famuina. Danger, well spotted by Gisborne, but they did lose the ball forward. They had to react. And for every action, there is a reaction. Hastings at the start of this game, Tobias, applying good pressure.
Definitely, Ihor, definitely.
Can't sit still, to be honest. Can't sit down, to be honest. It's good to be active, you know. So they tell me. Mike Brown. Key contest here. Palmerston North boys scrummaged very powerfully against Gisborne Boys in their meeting at Palmerston North. Last week it was an even battle at Rotorua, 2-point game. And a reminder of the fixtures held earlier today. Hastings winning the under-14s, the under-15s, and Gisborne winning the second 15 match with a penalty goal on full time. Clear by Brown, Famuina. Hastings from the back, looking very dangerous. You saw Alameko a moment ago.
That's going to be the first pedal.
And the captain,
For Tauranga.
Robinson in the corner. Try well taken. Clinical in their execution there. Lovely hands. Good passes, accurate passing. Robinson the first try. 4-5-0. Famuina, left footer, to take the shot. So Hastings now have a platform. That platform, good scrum platform, good at line out, and the first try. Well taken there by Robinson. Robinson had a good season with the first try in the second half at the gully from memory, and of course the match-winning try last weekend.
Hastings to kick for 7 with Ima.
Famuina, a talent. To see these guys at this stage of their rugby careers, see their genesis, if you will, as rugby players. 5-0 Robinson try, Famuina. Very capable left footer.
For Fitu.
Okay, it's away, so it's 5-0. 5-0, Robinson the first try. Gisborne Boys to restart.
Tauranga Tani for Timata.
Try well taken by Hastings, actually, Tobias.
Whana.
Went through the hands.
That is out of bounds.
Good touch. Perfect conditions here at the Rectory. They did move the second 15 fixture to ground number 2. The under-15s also played on ground number 2. Ground number 1, the under-14s played there, and that's fair enough. Have to preserve the park.
Quick line out there.
Okay, and this Hastings crowd run aggressively, powerfully. Get to within around about 9 metres of halfway. No shortage of willing runners. Lachlan Varco, loose head prop forward.
Hastings on the run now.
Hastings Boys High run aggressively. Yuri Rollins! Yuri Rollins there making a big break. Yuri Rollins powerfully broke through a tackle. Okay, Gisborne moving on to the defensive here as Hastings come at them now. Famuina.
Strong stuff for Tauranga, Ben.
Yeah, okay, penalty Gisborne. A shepherd, as they called it in the old days. Don't forget score here. 5-0. Hastings try to Hastings Akina. Well taken by Robinson, right corner. The eagle eye of referee Smith.
Whana to come from Sefton.
To Wairua Brown, left footer.
Unfortunately not out.
Yes, doesn't find touch there, and Hastings breaking one or two first up tackles in the last few minutes. They have it to clear Whamawina. Again, no shortage of runners. Guys sticking their hands up here for Hastings.
Hastings getting to their kakari real quick, Ben.
They're good players, all of them. Robinson to Brown, the captain. Supporters on hand. Could be a whistle coming in a moment. Okay, the whistle comes.
Tauranga ball.
Yep, knock on. 5-0, Matt Smith. Places around the country today. Of course, Rotorua, Hamilton. Napier, Tauranga. Fitu McGee, tight end prop on the other side for Gisborne Boys, the anchor man. Scrum anchor. Hamblin starts at halfback. Young man who loves his rugby, plays with great enthusiasm. Hamblin. Pass away there to Stewart, Michael Stewart. Around about 9 metres of halfway. Showed the ball there a moment ago to Tier. Made a couple of very good tackles.
Oh, it's been turned over.
Yes, it has. That's Mike Brown. Mike Brown down the middle. So Hastings there affecting a turnover. And coming again and coming
Hastings on the run still.
Talalupe, the big guy. Their big number 3.
Fast runner.
He's got a turn of speed. There's no doubt about that for a big guy. Whamawina. Good play here from Hastings. Remember, they lead at the moment by 5 points. 5-0. Hastings lining up here.
Them Breeze Tahu, that was.
Right in front of the posts at the old rectory end. Okay, penalty Gisborne. Call that a relieving penalty. Tobias, a very good break there. Mike Brown impressing with his speed. The halfback is speed off the mark.
So I was saying at the start of the game, then don't underestimate Hastings, because they're gonna come back fast. Each run that I've seen with them with the ball, they're just getting through the ruck.
Mike Brown just tore down the middle. Do you see what he did? Man. Hamblin. This end of the park, if you're the home team, you want to keep it simple. A good line kick, I would imagine. Referee Smith fairly jocular out there. He's pretty relaxed about things to give you those scores again. The under-14s going the way of Hastings, under-15s going the way of Hastings, second 15 going the way of Gisborne. A big win for them, the second 15.
No care to come for Tauranga.
Rotorua swept Gisborne at Rotorua last weekend. That's
what a pass!
Lovely pass, actually giving Isamele Bono an opportunity to run. He stumbles down the sideline. Gisborne Boys arrive en masse. That was Punahi, I think, clearing the ruck.
18th birthday for him today too, Ben.
Turned 18 today.
18 today.
Wow, this will make it a big party. They get a result. No doubt about that. And at the moment, 5-0. Hamblin.
Pona. Sefton.
Okay, Sefton to Wairua Brown, who is elusive.
Sefton!
A brilliant
Sefton all the way!
Sefton's up! Sefton to Wairua Brown.
Sefton's still on his feet.
Waits for support, gets it. Okay, Impala Waipara to ground just outside the 22. Gisborne Boys are rocking and rolling now. They're rocking. Round about a metre up from the 22. Gisborne Boys.
And it's been turned over from Hastings.
Yes. Outstanding defence, but they're penalised here by referee Smith. Sefton to Wairua Brown. Jinked left. Cut back right. Bounced off the left. Electrifying stuff. Get the blood flowing.
Put me up.
5-0. Try to Robertson the first one, and Sefton to Wairua Brown. Very good on his feet. Hamblin. to feed the scrum. Gisborne Boys attacking scrum for the first time.
Punahihi.
Good run by He. Nice.
Oh, what a hit!
Brilliant hands there too by Samali Bono over there on the right wing. He picked up a low pass. It was a low ball. He bent down. He picked it up. He handled the pressure and rose to the occasion. Gisborne Boys, Peter McGee blows over. Gisborne Boys heave a pass again. This is Matalele. Matalele can play. They look in pretty good shape now. So the black and red team at home have conceded the first try, but are now pushing aggressively and playing with far more authority. 5-0 at the moment, Hastings. Gotta love the Super 8. Gotta love the speed of the game, the skills, the flair, the uninhibited joy. Tobias for Hastings, what would you do defensively?
I will try and get into their rugby, try and get into their rugby, try and get them, try and get it.
Compete in every phase.
They need to clear their ball.
Where are Hastings dangerous, Tobias? Where do you see them as being dangerous?
On the offense, you let them get past you, they're gone.
Certainly quick. Hamblin's been good value so far at 9. Good passing. Punahihi, you've seen a couple of good passes. You've got to try and stretch Hastings probably. To have any chance, you've got to stretch them. That long pass does that. Isamali Bono a little while ago with that big run down the sideline. Then he stumbled.
Safin with that little fake.
Well, I tell you what, he's physical too, Safin Tauranga Brown. Inch for inch, pound for pound, as strong as anyone out there.
And it's been turned over.
Another turnover, and that's something that gives...
Oh!
That was Robinson, I think. Okay, and the tackle was perhaps a little high there on Triumph Voice. He's a dangerous player himself. Famuina coming. They're running shoulder to shoulder.
I don't know what that was.
Well, Famuina trying to get to the ball. 5-0. So Gisborne looked dangerous there for a moment, but turnovers at the moment for them to bias, they'd be concerned with the turnovers.
Definitely been for Hastings. That's what I said before. Do not let them get past you.
They don't need much, do they? Tyrone Mohini. Tyrone trying to be accurate. Okay, the throw was intended for Tana Bristow. Penalty to Gisborne Boys. No loss forward, in fact, by Gisborne Boys. Loose head scrummage and feed, Hastings. Got a hand to it. It's going to be a good contest, obviously, at the line out. You've got Bristow, Tater, Laval, Southwick. And Pierre's already shown that he has good hands. Number 8 forward for Hastings.
Another normal kick for Hastings.
Mike Brown. Good scrum platform from Hastings. Good effort there for Amoina. Okay, for Rollins, that's Robinson. Good pass, nice pass from Robinson. Hastings, a classy outfit. What's the ruling going to be here from referee Smith? Okay, lost on the line there. That's the first time we've seen that today. Hastings with classy back play. Okay.
Now it's a try?
Yep, that's under advice. Under advisement from assistant referee Neville Bowen, who's an experienced official on the far side.
It's a code.
Try, their second try. So Hastings, 2 tries. Score is 10-0. They look very good in the backs, Tobias. They look very well organised. Clean shifts with the ball.
And this is just the awesome stuff from Hiri Tauranga Ben. 2 tries.
Well, of course, they're riding high. Here now with 2 tries in the first half. Rafe riding high, of course, as captain. Try to finish the game against Napier. Always a tough one. Left footer, Pamuina. Score is 10-0 to Hastings. This for 12. Pamuina been very composed and seemed to have a lot of time, which is the hallmark of a good player. Amoina.
Distance. And he's got it.
He has. So that's for 12-0. Hastings Boys High School, Tobias, playing very good, solid, basic rugby. Not flashy stuff, not million-dollar man, really good quality rugby. Jason Schumacher and Carlo have done a good job with this team. Not only are they very good at the game, but they're down to earth as well.
Another team outside to come for Tauranga.
And it's the high restart. Coming forward is Napier. Ball went down.
Unfortunate.
12-0. Lovely kick too, that last one, the conversion from Palmerston. First one out wide was a toughie. Mind you, that last one was out wide as well. Hamblin. Gisborne wanting to strike back here. Trailing by 12 points now.
No, okay. Tauranga.
Okay, Saffin, first 5 in this game, of course. Played primarily at left wing and centre the season prior to now. Nice pass, that one up to Tana Bristow. Very strong with the ball in hand, Bristow. And here's his locking partner, Napier. Napier, around about 2 metres out from the 22.
Tare Mohini.
Did well there, Mohini. Good hands. Very capable, excellent ball skills. And McGee, wow, look at him. Getting almost to the 22. Tauranga Brown, nice hands.
He.
They're going to try and stretch Hastings out wide. Just got to be so careful with that long pass. There's so much that can go wrong. Mind you, you don't try anything, nothing happens. You know what happens if you don't try to do something? Nothing. So, Gisborne Boys having a chance to arm a little bit, having to play some rugby. Tobias, there comes a time, you've got to take a deep breath and pinch your nose and take the plunge.
Definitely been that was an awesome run from Tauranga.
Like an ice bath.
Unfortunate that they weren't able to get the ball in, but I saw what they were trying to do.
You can do something, you can grimace, that's what you do. And at the moment, 12-0. Glorious weather here at the home of First 15 Rugby. Rectory number 1, Gisborne Boys. And I do say that with a little bias. Gisborne Boys and Hastings here, an age-old battle. Doesn't surprise me at all, looking at the record, of course, that in Super 8 fixtures, Hastings 15, Gisborne 11. Wonderful competition, the Super 8. 12-0. Tobias, Hastings. Would you recommend a long kicking game today from Hastings, this position on the field? Or throw caution to the wind and run from anywhere? What do you think?
Well, from right now, from what I can see, Ben, they're doing awesome just running the ball. There's no need for them to kick the ball unless it comes really, really close and they need to start kicking.
Tell you what, you love to see the great young players coming through. Young James Bryant earlier on, seeing him with the under-14, seeing so many good young players come through. Younger brother, of course, James and Mighty Max, lock forward for Gisborne Boys. During one of their better periods of the last 10 years. They've got
with the other one of the Nonoki.
Okay. That was Robinson with boot to ball.
What a fast runner!
That Lemeko, incredible hands. He makes it look.
Oh!
Zapping to Wairua Brown. He makes the incredible look commonplace. Makes the hard look easy. Makes the impossible look effortless. Man alive. I love First 15 Rugby, Tobias. To tell you the truth, I love the sound of my own voice. And at the moment, 12-0. Well, that was a Brown. Somewhat dejectedly boot to ball. It was an air swing. 12-0. How about Saffron to Wairua Brown? Easy as plucking an apple off a tree.
He gets that ball, Ben. I remember us being here for the local game, and he got that that was when he got that full field intercept try and got through the whole team. He's doing it again.
The most you'll get from Saffron is the eyebrow, I'm telling you. 12-0. Matt Smith keeping up, putt, splutter, putt. Enjoying our rugby here. The officials play a big part. Here on Whakata Māori, got to say, we're lucky to have referees and players, this quality of entertainment, this joy. And here's Hamblin, nice pass.
Nice pass, Sefton again, Puna.
Here's Punahi. See him come off the right foot there. Now the ball goes down and also went forward. Referee Smith hasn't missed any of those.
And it's been turned over.
A lot of, well, there have been a number of turnovers in this game. And the truth is, rugby coaches, as a breed, are hard to please. Arms folded, looking grim. That's almost the national standard. 12-0. Magnificent rugby football being played by Gisborne Boys and Hastings. Don't worry about the mistakes. Set those aside. Have a look at what they can do with the ball in hand.
Another normal kick coming for Tauranga. Score stays the same. Rotorua.
Been impressed by Hamblin, a quiet achiever, and Safin Tawairua Brown has looked dangerous. He certainly gives you something else to think about in terms of a first five. Okay, Ralph Robinson on the sideline here, the captain. Everybody's wondering what's going on. Is he okay? One of the stars in this game. Certainly played excellently to date. Well, that means that they have 14 on the field at the moment. This is one of those moments, Tobias. You know what's happening at the moment is time standing still. You know, there are some people so important that we all have to wait. And Robinson's one of those, and I quite agree with it.
You make my Saturdays more fun, Ben.
Fantastic player, Robinson. So much skill, uses class. We are lucky.
Okay, one by Tauranga. Puna hihi.
Okay, Puna got it from Hamlin, man, Puna. Real concrete block, strong stuff. Nice hands. Another good carry there from Mataele. He's played really well, Mataele, today. Safin, that was a bounce pass.
Impala
away to Mohini, as if to throw the dummy.
James Hamblin,
nice pass.
Petu McGee.
You got a bump with the rump. With the rump, you bump. Okay, Safin to Wairua Brown. The ball goes down. Gisborne Boys have the ball. They've turned it over again. Man, that Brown is quick, isn't he?
Huti been fast runner.
Yep, absolutely. There's a Southwick through a dummy. I didn't know that Southwick had a dummy. Good play by Eli. Good play there by Eli Southwick. Hastings Boys been in their own half for a little while. Right there on halfway. Big white stripe. Ground in perfect condition. Marty Ryan.
Oh, he's off.
Okay. Hastings going to be hard.
Hastings on the run now.
Going to be hard to haul in from here, but they have been hauled in for the moment. For the briefest of moments. Gisborne Boys now have it handled. He needs
Boys all the way.
No man is an island, and Hamblin is dragged down. He was a hero unto himself. Hamblin there down the sideline. I love it. Tobias, there is nothing like the drama that is rugby. Nothing like it.
Hamblin was away, Ben.
Make your bones roll. Boy, oh boy. At the moment, 12-0. I'm no good at folding my arms and looking grim, Tobias, to be honest with you. Okay, Hastings, loose ball. Nice hands there. Nehemiah.
Oh, what a tackle.
Nehemiah gets up, goes again.
Oh, and he's away.
Gonna have to be brave, the tackler. Nehemiah taken down. Good pass off the hook.
Oh, pass.
Tremendous tackle there on the big guy, Nehemiah. Jedi Master Yoda said it best. You do or do not. There is no try. That was a strong run there, Nehemiah. Big guys don't get the ball in general play too often. But when they get it, Tobias, look out.
I'm just going to say this thing. Hastings, awesome place. When they've got their ball, they're using their whole team. They go to ground, pop it up, offloading heaps.
They play 15-man rugby. They play the game as it is played in heaven, and they play it at pace. I've said it before, Tobias, there's no such thing as a boring game of rugby. I've never seen one. And at the moment, 12-0. Gisborne doing their best to stave Hamilton off. Hamblin has it under pressure. Gets a pass away.
Whoa!
Well, of course they kick the ball out on the full. What's about to be ruled here? Well, referee Smith very intently wondering what's happened. No, Robinson's back on the field. All's well with the world. 12-0. You know, the truth of the matter is, Tobias, here you become a hero. Here you become a great player. And here you also become a wordsmith. At the moment, 12-0. Okay, excellent take there. Lovely hands, Eli Southwood.
Definitely from Hastings.
Napier again.
Napier.
He is having an influence. He's having an influence on this game. Here's Membrad's top.
Oh!
And they were at the feet of the giant. Okay. Hastings, Yuri Rowlands. Nice hands there, Walter Carver. Carver running strongly. Saw a little dust come up here at the rectory. One or two loose boots. Brown, man, he's been dangerous to Gisborne Boys. And Gisborne Boys have a turnover as well. Both teams have turned the ball over so far. Both teams guilty of doing that. Okay. Ball off by Southwick, who come through. And at half-time, 12-0 here on Whakata Māori. Tobias Horsfield, we have seen it all. We have seen the pace and the fury of Hastings and the dogged determination and defence of Gisborne Boys. What has the game got to offer that you haven't seen?
I'm shocked, Ben. Like, we'll start from the start. Hastings start off a bit slow. Hastings get their first try. Then straight after that, it's just all Hastings ball. Boys High putting up a fight. Tauranga, they're still in there. They're not going down without a fight. But their first half is going to have to go to Hastings.
There's something noble in Gisborne Boys' effort at home.
How are you, Ben? You should write a book.
Something I'm naturally suited to, you know what I
Thought
mean?
about writing a book?
Huh?
Have you ever thought about writing a book?
And I've never rehearsed any of it.
The game sent from heaven, right? The game played like it's played at heaven.
It's sort of like you're preaching.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in it. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
is about more than just a game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
It's a solid region, I reckon.
Aha, they're the OGs.
It's a banger.
Make Māori Plus your mate. Download the app today.
Tēnā koutou, we are back, second half. That first half been unbelievable from Hastings.
Well, 12-0, and against less dogged opposition, less determined opposition than Gisborne have been, it might have been 24-0, might have been 30-0 against lesser opposition. But they were very brave in defence, held the opposition to a 2-try lead, and of course, we've gotten to see some marvellous talent from both these teams. Chance to see the inside backs, Mike Brown, Tana Famawina, Robinson, Carver Triumph, voice has been good. Yuri Rowlands has made the odd break. John Mileko doesn't need to be asked twice. Of the forwards, Napier at the line-out, won their first line-out ball. Nehemiah with a couple of giant carries. For Gisborne Boys, the silky skills of Safin Tauranga Brown, the composure of Hamblin, who made a break towards the end of the first half. Becco Page touching the ball once on the sideline that I remember. Fetu McGee rolling his sleeves up, getting involved. And Tomasi Mataele. He's quite hard to get a hold of, Mataele, as a loose-head prop. He's tough to tackle.
Yeah, he may be the smallest of breathers, but that's definitely that works in his favour, Ben. It's to his advantage.
Okay, Gisborne trail by 12 points. Hastings Boys, tremendous to see them again. A great relationship between the schools. We don't often talk about that here on Whakata Māori, the fact that all of these schools get on. They're all fierce rivals, of course, but there's a closeness there. There's a bond there. Exists between these teams. They're more like than they are unalike.
Hiri Tauranga, tīmata now.
Walter Carver restarts, Gisborne Boys. Some space back there. Safin with a stab, finds touch. Safin Tauranga Brown, family with a wonderful sporting pedigree, rugby league, basketball, good at everything. And feisty, I love it. Young man plays tremendously hard for this first 15. Good catch. Pierre at the front of the line out. There's the big guy, Nehemiah again. Good strong carry. He's not gentle. Here's Southwick.
Oh!
Put on his back there. Good tackle. Okay, Brown there. Bullet pass. A low one there from Rowlands.
What do you think Tauranga have to do this half, Ben?
Well, that last pass was forward. Good call there from referee Smith. Forward pass. Okay, Gisborne Boys. Well, first things first, they have to get down the other end of the ground. They have to get to the other end of the ground, and they need to retain possession. The truth is that both teams turned the ball over in the first half, and you need to be able to retain possession over phases if you're going to apply pressure. You can't break a team from set piece these days. Not easily. The players being attended to, it's the Gisborne captain, Punahihi. Punahihi in the midfield. A drink of water. Matt Smith over to lend his shell-like and inquire as to the status of Hihi. He'll be fine, I think, is the message. wipes his furrowed brow. 12-0.
Captain o Tauranga Tony, Puna Hihi.
Matt Smith lopes back over to the scrum. Okay, life is a canvas. 12 points to 0. Hastings 2 tries. Wonderfully entertaining, exciting rugby. Super 8, first 15 rugby. The best of the best.
Nonoke coming for Tauranga.
Hastings boys are patient. They're like a shark. They're patient. Gisborne boys can't afford to make any mistakes in their own half. Punahihi, moment ago, hearts were in mouths, but he's okay. $12-0. Gisborne yet to open their eyes in a scoring sense. Scrum Gisborne, good platform. Okay, now
do it.
With their running,
Brown.
Saffin with the bounce pass. Picked up over there in 21. We were told that to be Quaden Chappie-Cora. It isn't. Hastings trying to blow over. Gisborne boys have the ball. Ball went forward there off, well, I wondered there. I thought the ball might have gone forward off Hastings. Scrum Hastings. Both teams have made changes. Becco Page remains. Liam Beattie, 20.
Nonoke get to come for Hiri Taunga.
Out there for James Hamblin, who had been very steady in the first half. This guy, Mike Brown, passes well, runs well, kicks well, can tackle.
Nonoke to come.
Ball at the feet of Paya, Rollins. Lob pass.
Hiri Taunga on the run now.
Here now is Carver. He's powerful, he's lost the ball forward. Both teams are going to look back at this. Golden opportunities. Opportunity has knocked on a number of occasions. Just takes a spark. Just needs someone to take this game by the scruff of the neck.
Because it's still close, Ben.
12-0. Tobias, the quality of the tries you've seen scored. What have you thought? How good? Honestly.
My thoughts, Ben, is Hastings, they don't need any subs. They don't need to change their team once.
Well, maybe they don't, but they've made 1 or 2 changes. Gisborne boys trying to find a way through Hastings, trying to find that crack in the wall. Having to work very hard. They've been industrious. They've had to work very, very hard for, even a glimmer of a gap. Liam Beattie is dynamic as a halfback. You might see that in just a moment. Okay. Okay. There's a time to strategize and there's a time for full steam ahead. It was Punahihi. Now back to Saffin to Wairua Brown. Hasn't found touch. Now a chance for Hastings to open it up. Gonna have to try and get themselves wide. Over here, Wayne.
What a pass!
Triumph has a Triumph voice.
Oh!
A try save.
Try save right there.
Guys on their feet. There's Lemeko. He's to ground. Played well, Johnny. Hasn't seen a lot of ball. Gisborne boys, do they have it? Gisborne boys have the ball. They're in dire straits, but they have the ball. Gisborne boys hit behind the advantage line. Penalty award there.
Tauranga penalty and he's away.
Okay, it's happened to Wairua Brown. First instinct, isn't it? First instinct is to run. First thing he thinks of is to run. Not to wait, not to look, but to run.
Definitely smart.
That rare gift to be able to beat an opponent one-on-one. He has that ability.
You want to be making meters straight away, Ben.
Guys are down. The world of rugby is a better place for players such as Saffin to Wairua Brown. He runs. He makes breaks. He makes things happen. Neville Barwick, the long-serving Fred. Assistant referee on to have a word with Matt Smith. Great minds think alike. Referee Smith and assistant referee Barwick. Mohini to throw the ball into play. Southwick here. Nehemiah, strong second row forward that he is. Back of the line out. Gisborne Boys, they lob it.
Nice line out.
Okay, good win that. Stormed it down.
Ponahihi.
He will stomp on in where Angels fear to tread. Good hard running from him. Man, they're tough. Good tough stuff.
Tauranga still with the ball now.
Okay, one or two tough passes. Nice pass.
Nice.
Seffin to White or Brown. And
Leach.
they make the break here. Gisborne Boys trying very hard to get over the advantage line they have. Tauranga Leach Waihi. Nice pass from Beatty. Gisborne there with momentum now. Gisborne on the front foot now. Got to keep going forward.
Brown, Ponahihi.
Okay, Puna has it. Was going to throw a tough pass. Held the ball up. Just needed somebody there on his left shoulder. Guys are crying for the ball out wide. Gisborne Boys have the ball. One of the Hastings players, his head bowed in supplication. Does he need help? Player is injured. He's to one knee. Rectory number 1, everybody coming over to check him out, make sure that that player's okay. And our little army of helpers, Santa's little helpers. Richard Brown with hooded sweatshirt, out there to lend a hand. Scurry out there quickly, do what they're there to do, then hop off. With a word in the referee's ear as well. Here on Whakata Māori, it's brilliantly entertaining rugby. It always is here, especially these conditions. I may be a little biased, but where else in the country do they have conditions such as these? 12-0. Hastings have come here and they've played splendidly. Gisborne have come here and they've fought hard, harder than hard. 3 losses.
So, no care to come for Tauranga.
A big moment here.
And they're 2 pedal today.
Attacking scrum. 10-metre line. Saffin heads into traffic. Gets the ground. Betty will release the backs. Nice hands. Okay, Gisborne over the advantage line again. I think he's played pretty well too, Tavaki. He's gotten over the advantage line. Tauranga Leach Waihi taken a little high. Here now again is Tavaki. Tavaki upping his work rate. Lifting his intensity a little.
Advantage, boys.
Punahihi under advantage, goes to ground. Nice tackle there, Riley Toto. Doesn't step aside, Riley. Okay, a double whistle blast there from referee Smith. 12-0, 2 tries in it. Not just the tries really, Tobias, but the quality of the tries, the quality of the rugby. How good is this rugby to watch?
It's definitely a thrill seeker, Ben. It's nail-biting. It's close. It's been that close since the start of the game. It's 12-0. Boys High could pull it off.
What does it say about Gisborne's defence, Gisborne's passion, Tobias, that they've only conceded 2 tries?
You can just say that Gisborne's defence is it's unstoppable. It's getting the unstoppable.
Their self-sacrificing defence. That's what it's been. 12-0. Hastings is a powerful team. They are a very, very good team. Akina, scrum to pack. Gisborne Boys made some changes out wide. Saffin in the 10, Puna. He has injected himself. Tell you what, the defence from Rowlands, Voice and company has been equal to it. Midfield of Hastings has been tested, but they've played strongly. BT, now to Wairua Brown, nice hands. Gisborne Boys creatively with an opportunity to run. Timuaki Stewart hooks the pass back in field. Gisborne Boys keep the ball alive. They can't let it die. They cannot let it die. Gisborne Boys to ground. Did they lose the ball on the floor? Do they have it still? Do they have it yet? Gisborne Boys drive again, coming around to the right. That's a lovely pass. Was it Stewart?
Going to be a try ball.
It is a try.
Gisborne Boys High School.
It is a try.
Timuaki Stewart.
Okay, Timuaki Stewart, whose head rocked back for a moment. Gisborne Boys are on the board in the Super 8 in a home game. Gisborne Boys with a second half try, the first try of the second half, the third try of the match. They were persistent. Tobias, they just simply believed. They believed their way to a try.
Awesome pedal from Timuaki. That's third try today. First try from Tauranga.
What about the length of pass from the Gisborne backs? In that situation, Tobias, you have to be so accurate. An inch either way, it's a forward pass or a pass goes to ground.
Awesome play from the backs, being good eyes. They saw Timu, they had him with their pass.
Well, we talked about not letting the ball die. It was almost the movement that wouldn't die. 12-5 has a different ring to it. The high drama of rugby. That far sideline pavilion erected to honour those old boys who fell in the Second World War. Okay, 12-5. Behind us, we have the Bath Memorial Gates, which were erected in honour of those old boys who fell in the Great War. That at the time they called the war to end all wars. Sadly, it wasn't. Here on Whakata Māori, 12-5. You can feel it, Tobias. The crowd is juiced up.
Oh, it's going to be a real close one, Ben. It's going to be interesting to see how Hastings reply with their try.
I think they'll reply sternly. The reply will not be long in coming. Okay, it's a high restart. Hastings have the ball. Don't know whether they're playing under advantage or not. This guy has played so well, Membrance Tahu. He's played at prop and hooker this season. Covered himself in glory. Nehemiah, nice hands. Hastings there. Lovely. Ball going through the hands. Carver getting that out as far as Riley Toto. Riley's been an action man. He's been involved in a lot of play. His energy has never dipped. Nehemiah.
Oh!
The middle triumph has now Hastings come after Gisborne. They're trying to catch Gisborne on the run.
I think there was a bit of a head knock between two Gisborne Boys High School players.
Or on the turn at the very least. That might have been the tear. Went down hard. Gisborne Boys want to turn over. Hastings maybe shocked into action by that last try. Came back at the restart. Look at the chase they made. Takes a lot of effort and energy at this stage to Tobias to chase a high restart. That was very well done. Brown. As I said before, Tobias, I love my rugby. The truth is there's room in rugby for everyone. Well, so I tell myself, 12-5, 7 points in it. The hungry Hastings backs wanting the ball. Phil Bergvillon given a man 21, though I suspect he's wearing 22. He is wearing 22.
Tauranga on the run now.
Carver got to ground. Everybody's onside at the moment. Philly with the cutout pass. Played well, Southwick.
Southwick's had an awesome game.
Stuck his hand up today. Here's Lemeko, this impressive specimen. Lemeko has been very powerful today.
What a run.
He doesn't know when he's tackled. He's supposed to stop. Hastings attacking hard here. Billy Villon, Nehemiah, the Colossus. Within 5 metres of the line now. Gisborne Boys under pressure.
And it's going to be a try to Hastings.
Okay, and the ruling there is try. He paused there for a second, referee Smith, but he's satisfied. 17 points to 5. Hastings lead Gisborne Boys here at the Rectory. This iconic ground, holders of the Norman McConnell Cup. They've played extremely well today. Last year, of course, away, 26-19 to Hastings. Year before that here, Hastings 33, Gisborne 15. Year before that, 65-0.
$19.5.
Well, this has really been something. No conversion, but 17 points to 5.
Omar Fitu Lima.
$17.5 at this ground where you really have to work for a win. Nothing comes easy here at the Rectory. Halfway, Gisborne to restart. 17-5. Nice catch, Nehemiah. He's shown a high level of skill in addition to muscle.
After that try from Hastings, there's 3 pedal Hastings and 1 pedal Tauranga.
Okay, here's a Tavake. Tavake has made ground every time he's touched the ball. He has done well, Tavake. Today, Gisborne Boys trying to get over the ball. They have the ball. 17-5, again getting over the gain line. This is an area where they haven't tested the opposition too much. Safin to Wairua Brown, hops out of a tackle. How did he do that? How did he do that? Well, Safin to Wairua Brown, incredible what he did. Gisborne Boys.
There's going to be another try for Tauranga.
Okay, 17 points now to 10, but all before that, some of what they did out wide, they had no space to work in, and Gisborne Boys, with some creativity, a little less conversation. Well, how about that, Tobias? Hope springs eternal.
I said at half time, Ben. I believe Boys High can do it. Tauranga can pull this off.
Well, Gisborne Boys, the minute you stop believing, you're done for. You are. You're only ever beaten in the head, or so they tell me. 17-10, a 7-point game. Last weekend at Rotorua, it was 12-10. The bitterness of defeat for Gisborne, who'd fought so hard and played so well in patches. 17-10. Honoured visitors are Kina here to the Rectory on Whakata Māori. At some stage, a second half goal has to sit. 17-10. It didn't have the legs, dipped under the crossbar.
It's only a 1 try difference.
Gisborne Boys, 1 converted try away from tying the game up. Hastings, they'll believe, with the low score here, that they're 1 try away from winning this game. Okay, that ball caught outside the 22. That Tavake again, man, has he played powerfully. He's gotten better and better.
Manu's had an awesome game.
He has indeed. Punahihi. Now he puts a kick in. Ball bounces up into the hands of Carver. Carver, what an athlete. Beautifully balanced. Wonderful athlete. Hastings probing on the blind side now. Lemeko brought down in a tackle. Passes the ball up. So, thrust attack.
Because he plays on the fence still.
Lemeko again. Never take your eyes off Lemeko. And the ball went forward. Did it go forward? It went
I think
down.
it went back.
Okay, Nehemiah. Hastings holding on to the ball here. They're showing their resilience. There's Membrance Tahu.
Membrance, awesome game from Membrance today.
He's played with pride today, Membrance. An unforgettable performance from the Hastings Rake. And there's Rafe Robinson, scored 1 try. Rafe Robinson is the captain in. Well, they hold the whistle for a long time. Well, for how long? How long can you hold the whistle? And after that, okay, almost an anticlimax. A little peep right at the end. I wonder if there was almost some doubt in referee Smith's mind. Normally when you're sure of yourself, you blow it like old blazers, but that was almost apologetic. 17-10. So Gisborne live. As they say, Tobias, they live. You'll be wanting to ask referee Smith if time is off. Punahihi again down.
I think Puna's having some ankle issues. Saw him go down before.
He's played more than 50 games for Gisborne Boys, 50 plus. That's a wonderful effort in this modern game, modern era. Closest to 100, Michael Noble, I think, was 93. Nothing, of course, more important than player safety and the health of these young players. No matter how big and bad they are, they're still youngsters.
So Rafe Robinson, captain, go down as well.
Are you ever going to forget Rafe Robinson, Tobias?
Nope.
Years to come, you'll be able to say, hey, I called him. Yep, live. Yes.
Friday on Whakaata Māori.
Right here, yes, absolutely. 17-10. I think what Rob Waddell and company have done is brilliant. I think that this is a great product. It's not just a product, it's our national game. Marvellous stuff. We just want everybody to enjoy the game, whether you're an official, a player, a parent. These guys, their hearts are in the trim, I'm telling you. They give it everything. Referee Smith is a patient man, unflustered. Got to have Bottle out there as an official. People have, frankly, high expectations of rugby referees. They can be hard markers here in this country. Gisborne Boys set scrum. Hastings will try and put the squeeze on them. The scrum is a good one. Punahihi ran very, very hard there, Punahihi.
Kept them with a strong run.
Yeah, Gisborne Boys, though, turned the ball over. Sometimes you're that keen to make meters. And they're over.
A try.
Okay, tremendous try. Well, it's been a fantastic day for these guys. Hastings Boys High School, a fantastic performance. I think that's pair number 8 forward. And if so, he certainly deserves it. He has done everything right. His core roles, his work ethic, his unflagging determination. And you've got to be able to play for, never mind 70 minutes, you've got to be able to play for 80 minutes out there. The 80 minutes that feel like 100. That's what he's done for Rakena. Now 22 points to 10. From their perspective, the Gisborne menace, have they put it to bed? Gisborne Boys still have time.
Just under 20 minutes.
Amazing stuff. And here at the Rectory, it's known great days. Version is there for 24 points to 10. Task has become harder.
4 pedal now. 4 pedal for Hastings, 1 pedal.
Vion. Left footer.
2 pedal for Turangatani. Hastings be getting to every kakari, every rock, getting over the ball.
Lineouts have been fairly even. Scrum fairly even. He's played very well today, Brown's had an excellent game. Half back for Hastings. Passed the ball well. Gave Gisborne no end of trouble. Nehemiah played well. Fell to ground there on the second effort. Up by 14. That's Philly. Ball hooks back in field.
Kaurangi leads Waihi.
Okay, now he too can come up with something. He finds Safin. Safin and Kaurangi leach Waihi. Safin trying to get up. He slipped on the turf. Sometimes you're trying to do things before you get the ball. Under control, Gisborne boys. Their forwards have made some good ground. Okay, and big numbers out here. Really some good numbers out here. Ball bounces away from... Patelesio Tavaki. Remembrance. Hastings throw. Gisborne boys, as time grows short, shadows grow long. 14-point game. Remembrance to throw. Gisborne boys desperate to win one against the throw. Go to the middle, is that Southwick? Okay, loose ball situation. But a good call there from referee Smith. The ball never did in fact go forward.
Good call.
Remembrance. Okay, nice hands from
defence on Turangatani.
Beyond a moment ago, and Hastings now seem to be settling some sort of pattern.
Oh, okay. They have overlap.
Not quite sure what happened there to Beyond.
Chip kick.
Okay, Gisborne boys under pressure.
Pace.
Okay, is that Safin to Wairua Brown? Okay, caught a little high there. Play will go on. Referee Smith playing advantage, and that's a good thing. Gisborne boys trying to carry the ball out of the 22. Penalty award there from referee Smith. We've seen 1 or 2 tackles which have accidentally ridden up. And I think referee Smith is to be congratulated for the fact that until now at least, he hasn't taken the soft option and flashed out a card.
Yeah, so number 22 ran right after he tackled Safin. He ran back to halfway. I wonder if there's going to be a yellow card.
You could not meet
yellow.
A nicer young man than Phil Berg-Villon, if that's indeed him that's got the yellow card.
Don't argue with the ref.
Well, it's not quite sure what's happening here now.
I thought it would be that high tackle from Onum and Safin.
One of the features, though, of rugby at this level, and I do appreciate it from these guys, they don't lie down on the ground thrashing around. You know, they get up. Truth is, you don't get a lot of sympathy here if you lie down making the spectacle of yourself. Of course, you've got experts on hand to make sure the player welfare is taken care of.
Another normal kick coming for Turangatani.
No, the sportsmanship we've seen on display here today and the support for the teams has been excellent. 24-10. These are early season crowds, don't forget. This is the first Super 8 game of the season at home.
Oh!
Okay, is that Liam Beattie?
Liam
Beattie, okay. They lost the ball forward. Now Hastings will counter-attack.
I think there's miscommunication right there.
Okay, that pass from Voice looked
forward.
It did look forward, didn't it, Drive? Okay. Toto driven back at the tackle. He went to ground pretty heavily. Here's Remembrance Tahu. They hammer on him. Okay, the work ethic of these Hastings forwards is astounding.
Marcus Leach.
Leach good effort. Hastings incessantly, so much pressure. Gisborne Boys, the defending team, they've really done nothing but defend here in the second half, aside from that one golden moment. Timoaki Stewart, we think, far sideline. Now Gisborne Boys you got two choices here, the short one you can contest, or as long as possible. Okay, and it's a long restart.
Awesome fun now.
Okay, 40 metres. Here's Carver, and Carver, man, has he looked as if he could beat a guy one-on-one out there today. Membrance Tahu.
Membrance Tahu.
Front door man. Good stuff there from Membrance Tahu. Okay, nice pass, Robinson, unselfish player.
And it's going to be another try, Hastings.
Okay, marvellous try there, Triumph Voice. He has helped to make tries for others. He's been on hand in support. And Triumph Voice has scored a try here, and one that he won't forget in a hurry. Scored their first try 7 minutes in. First try of the season, I think, against New Plymouth. And he's come up trumps here again. 29 points to 10. Gisborne Boys, we remind you of their halftime score, 12-0. Came back with a try, 12-5. Hastings led at that stage. Then Hastings.
121.
This has been top quality entertainment, and in terms of skill, take nothing away from either team. 29-10.
10 minutes left. Today's game.
This one for 31. They wanted the T31. That's what they want. Gisborne Boys and Hastings, the Rectory crowd's first view of Super 8 rugby this season. Next Friday, they have New Plymouth here. New Plymouth traditionally bring a second 15 and a first 15. They don't bring the littlies. It's a long way to come. So there'll be no 14s and 15s this coming Friday, but perhaps an earlier start for both games involving New Plymouth. New Plymouth stays 29-10. Triumph Voice has played well. A number of guys have played good rugby today, Tobias, and I think the centre for Hastings Boys, he's been very influential.
I'm just going to say, all of Hastings, the forwards are running like their backs, and it's scary.
I like the kind of rugby that Jason Schumacher and Carlo's boys play. They play exciting open rugby. They play it at pace. It's not stereotypical rugby. And today, it could well be winning rugby. That has travelled 10 metres. Gisborne Boys have the ball. They're at ground now. That's a ruck, Beatty. And Gisborne Boys' back row has worked well today too. Tavaki's played well. Getting over the advantage line now, Beatty now. Fetu McGee at pace.
Fetu's been a bit quiet this game.
Fetu with some steam up, Gisborne Boys.
Oh!
Strong tackling from Akina.
Tackle.
Wonderful school that it is, Hastings Boys. Okay, now Punahihi. Hard there into Marshall Landon Lane, who's done his fair share of work in the tight. Saffin runs for the gap. Nice play, great pass by Saffin to Wairua Brown. A kick, a chip. Carver. All that stood there between Hastings and the outstretched hand of Kaurangi Leach Waihi. There have been some exciting moments in this game today. Some real intensity. 29-10. Now Hastings with a long restart. What can Gisborne conjure up?
If they could somehow... it's difficult.
Well, whatever they're going to do, they've got to do it now. Beattie has it. Nice pass, Saffron to Wairua. Brown again. Beats the first tackler. Gets to ground. He's incredibly strong. Saffron to Wairua. Brown. Ball was on the ground there. Gisborne have it back. And they are coming towards the 22. They're coming on the right. They've got 4 guys on the right. Punahihi. Guys willing to run, full of running. I think that's Manawanui Stewart. Gisborne boys with front foot ball. They don't want it to be slow ball. They've got no use for static ball. That's Punahihi. Nice hands, Gisborne midfield. They could go either way. Hastings calling for help on the right. They're right. Gisborne's left. Gisborne, they've got to go right with the numbers they've got. Yes, they have. Tobias, is this the last gasp?
It might be, Ben.
So Gisborne enveloped by the defence. Gisborne, Punahihi throws the long one. Now they've got an overlap here. If they know how to do it, if they can use it. Saffron.
Samu.
Timoaki Stewart has played with great determination. Went forward off Hastings. Punahihi is down. Had a hip and an ankle. And he's been very brave. And his teammates are now over to look at their captain. Vico Page. Punahihi. If he could rise, he would rise. Joel Pearce checking his timepiece. Referee Smith. Punahihi being attended to here. This is, I think, the second time during the game that he's been down. But it is a testament to his character that he's wanted to play on. He doesn't want to leave the field. This is where the referee sometimes has to put his foot down.
That's unfortunate for Puna.
You know, it occurs to me, Tobias, that you have a finite period of time in that jersey and you treasure every minute. To be named in a first 15, whether it's the Gisborne first 15 or Akina or Hamilton or Rotorua. Gisborne cap leaves the field, but he has done everything that he could.
Awesome game for Puna.
I've seen that as a final testament, actually. I tried. I have seen that as a final testament. Southwick's going to the sideline. Played a great game today, Eli Southwick. You know if you've played well. These players aren't silly. They know if they've played well. And that's all you want to do in a first 15 jersey, Tobias, is to play well. To wear it with honour. Bring it on. Here comes Saffron to Wairua. Brown. Kicks and chases. Might have been held back there for a moment. Walter Carver spills the pill. Ball goes loose. Gisborne trying to get to it. And Hastings trying to break out from their own end. Oh, this is brilliant rugby. This is what the game's all about. Back is Kaurangi Leach Waihi. He has the ball. Leach Waihi sums up the opposition. Goes left. Trying to make some space for Timoaki Stewart. Try score.
Stewart's had an awesome game today.
He reminds me a little bit of Michael Huriwai, who wore that 11, was the same sort of bullocking figure in the world champion team of 1994. He has some of those qualities, Timoaki Stewart. And Hastings boys, Rafe Robinson, did he pass it or lose it forward? Gisborne boys have it. They don't know they've got it.
Oh.
And he went there one more time, Lachlan Varco. Even from that far out, he could sniff the paint. Guys are now feeling the pinch. Every breath hurts. Just to breathe hurts. You know, and the parents, the families that support them, you got to remember, Every time their son goes out there, they've got their hearts in their mouths. No doubt about it, no matter how big they are. 29-10. They were up 12-0 at half-time. Gisborne rallied. Came up with a marvellous try in the far left corner at the rectory end. Man, did that place produce some great players, the old rectory. Gisborne Boys headmaster way back when was the rector. Still use that title, I think, in Dunedin and perhaps in one or two other spots. Okay, Beatty gets a pass away.
Leach Waihi.
Got to halfway. That's as much as he could do, as much as any man could do. Good stuff there. Falialo, good run from Malossi. Okay, man, can he break through or what? He is so dangerous as a first five. He does things you don't expect the first five to do. Just an outstanding player, could play anywhere in the backs. Okay, well that didn't look right, but yes, no, referee Smith is very astute. There's no hoodwinking referee Smith. These guys, the service they provide for rugby, Tobias, every Saturday, every weekend out there, braving the slings and arrows of the public. But we have a very knowledgeable and well-behaved crowd. And they're totally impartial. 29 points to 10, 19-point game. Okay, 29 points to 10 in favour of Hastings. Gisborne Boys run hard. That's Ismaili Bono. And still Lemeko there is as ferocious in defence as he is in attack. And man, look at Lemeko there. What a powerhouse. Boys, that's a beat caught by Lemeko. They're trying to pluck wings off a fly. Good solid stuff, Lemeko. Okay, Gisborne Boys, that's a Saffin going to give it to man now. It's a Ismaili Bono one-handed pass. An unusual looking pass. Gisborne Boys are out about 13 metres out from halfway.
That's early right there.
Trailing by 19 points. Trailing by 19 points. 29-10. Hoofed into touch. An amazing game. 29 points to 10. In a moment we'll be shaking hands. But I want to tell you, that was an excellent win here for Hastings Boys High School, who have had a very, very good start to their Super 8 campaign as the players come together. Of course, at half-time, 12 points to 0. They retain the Norman McConnell Cup here in round 4 of the Super 8. Tobias, take it away.
No reira, ko uti wa mātou mahi I tēnei rā. Ki ngā kaiwhakahaere, me ngā kaiwhakataitai. Kia humaru, te koutou, hokinga, te koutou kāinga. Tana koutou, a kai mā takitaki, e te koutou tohono mai. Noho, ora mai.
Hey, Vix, young James played well.
He had a good game. He moved position.
I managed to get down there, but yeah, there's some faults.
Yeah, way hard to miss.
And holes.
Yeah, and a chicken. You're the chicken on the field. Yeah. Would have been a good story for you with your commentating.
I thought we had a good game. I thought we had a good seat. Our job is to make sure that this game is not dry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you did that right.
It's just that for practical purposes, I'm not very useful.
Benjamin.
Okay.
Hey, Rick, how are you? What's yourself?
He was good. How's my Max? Is his foot all right now?
Yeah, he's all healed up.
So that honestly happened with him trying to take the bandage off?
Yeah, he had a tape cutter on the guard, came off a tape cutter, so he slashed his leg, yeah.
He must have slashed pretty hard.
He did. I'll send you a photo.
No, I'm not very tough with things like that.
No, I know you're not. I know you're not.
But...